I did earlier, the internet was actually dropping out quite a bit, so I just wanted to do it all over again with better internet quality. So the title of this is why businesses are going to get caught out by the recruitment bubble. And what I mean by recruitment bubble is, if you've tried to recruit for your business recently, you'll have noticed that there's a shortage of candidates, and the candidates that are available, you are going to have to pay a lot more for them than you probably would have like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And what you'll also realize is the amount extra you have to pay for those candidates is not proportionate to the cost of living increase. So if you think about the cost of living increase, it's about 10%. That's where inflation is running. And these candidates, a lot of them really want an extra 25-30% than they would have maybe a couple of years ago. So what I want to do is just talk about that and why it's a challenge for businesses, and how certain businesses are going to get caught out by it, and also what you can do to make sure you're not one of the businesses that get caught out. So there's three things that we really need to focus on. So one of the challenges with these candidates asking for a lot more money when you're recruiting them is, if you give that candidate more money, then they come into your business and you haven't necessarily given the rest of your team an equivalent pay rise to the one giving this candidate. Then what will happen is with you're going to end up with team members who have been loyal to your business, who are highly productive, and they're going to feel as though they are not being valued, and it's going to cause resentment, and it's going to stop the new person being assimilated into your team. So one of the challenges that's really a lot of businesses are seeing now is that because they're paying all this extra money, but they're not going back to their existing team and paying the extra money as well. So what then happens is then they are more likely to lose their existing loyal and effective team members. Just remember, because retaining a good member of your team is far more valuable than recruiting a new person that is untested. So really, when you do go out and you do interview these candidates and you are going to give them that pay rise, just make sure you can do it to everyone in your business. But the other thing that's causing a lot of this bubble is employers are just paying whatever it costs to get these people into their business. But what they're not really doing is they're not selling the benefits of working in their business. Like, you will often find that there is a good candidate out there who may come and work with you even though you're not paying the most, just because they can see that you have a really strong culture and that you're going to be the best business to help them achieve their long-term goals. So that's another thing. Like, it used to be the case that when people would interview someone, the candidate would turn up to the job interview and they'd really have to sell themselves to you. Whereas now, what you've got to start doing is you've got to start treating that candidate almost as a client. So when you go to a client and you pitch for work and you say, hey, can you get we're gonna add all this value, we're gonna do all of that. You've got to start doing that in the recruitment process as well. So when you bring people in, you're not just interviewing them, they are interviewing you. And by actually getting across the benefits of working in your business, your vision, your culture, then the chances are you may be able to get a good quality candidate without having to be the highest paying salary, giving them the highest salary and beating all your other competitors in terms of salary. And then one other question businesses should really be asking at the point is, should I recruit at all? Because what you often find is, if a member of staff leaves a business, and then you've got an option. You don't necessarily have to replace them. Sometimes you do have to replace them, but let's say you didn't replace that member of staff and you had all these clients you had to look after. Could an alternative be for you to go back to your clients and raise your pricing, which means you would lose some clients. So overall, you'd have less work to do, which means you might not need to recruit again. But because you raised your pricing, your margins would probably be better, which means the existing team that you've got, you could probably pay them better, and then as a result, retain them better. So those are three things. Like, firstly, make sure you pay everyone in your business fairly if you are going to pay like a premium salary for someone coming in. Secondly, really sell your business and the benefits of working in your business. And then thirdly, just ask the question, do I need to recruit in the first place? Because that if everyone does that, then this recruitment bubble that's building up, it will essentially go away, and it won't be such an issue. But there's going to be a lot of businesses that at the moment who have not dealt with it correctly. and they're going to really struggle. So if you found this video useful, just remember to like, share, and follow. But go to our website, because you can book yourself in for a free strategy session with myself, and we can talk about how to really grow your business and take it to the next level. So I'd really recommend you do that, and I'll see you at the next